Hi guys, welcome back to another Daily Tarot card. These are your Daily Tarot cards for Thursday, December the 15th, 2022. Today we're pulling from the Game of Thrones Tarot cards for Throne Thursday. So we have the King of Coins, and I feel like someone is coming in your life. We've been getting the Queen of Coins, and I feel like that's our nurturing side of ourselves. That's why I don't feel like it's ourselves. I feel like someone is coming in here to offer safety and security in that sense. I feel like someone is pulling the wool over this person's eyes. Remember we had that reconnection earlier, like last, or like probably last week it started, saying that we're reconnecting with someone. And I feel like someone has been putting a negative narrative. I don't know where that came from. I don't know why. Jealousy, they're saying. I'm not sure. But it's like this negative narrative about a person. And it's just like, I don't like that. It's like you should not be talking crud about someone because you're jealous. It's like that is your problem, not the other person's problem. Oh, because I saw you guys were getting closer, X, Y. Who cares? Let them get close. Like what the hell? Like I don't like that. I don't like negative jibber jabber about people. I think it's I don't think it's nice at all. So we go to the lover. So this is where I feel like you guys will be a dynamic duo. This could be for some, because some of us did ask for love to come in here. This could be someone coming in that will be that safety security that will be added to your life. And it could be love. It just depends who you are. But where this hangman comes in here, this is where I'm talking about, their perspective has changed. This is where I'm talking about this person. It's like, they're like, wow, why didn't I see this before? Or it's just like they're seeing you in a new light. You know what I mean? And they're saying they're willing to help you. For on Instagram, I believe it was, they said 3 days. So is this gonna happen Friday? I'm like, I don't understand what that means. And I'm like, not to say like I don't understand what it means, like I'm out to lunch, but it's just like I understand 3 days time, but it's just like, you know what I mean? I don't want to say 3 days time and nothing happens. I just feel like in that time frame something is gonna happen around there. They're showing the 18th. Um so it's just like, you know, what is gonna happen there? They did show me December 28th last night. So I'm not sure if that's just for myself individually or is that for the whole tribe. But you know what I mean? Like these dates keep coming up and I keep writing them down. Like right, I feel like it's been very potent lately. You know what I mean? Like I definitely feel like my ability getting more deeper. You know what I mean? Like especially the ones that I've read for. And I told people that the more I read for you, the deeper the connection gets. And it's just like, like I was saying I almost said her name. One person walking down the stairs, I literally was just like, okay, gotta tell her that. And I just warned her because I know she has some health issues. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, hey, just a heads up. Like, maybe you're doing something that's not, you know what I mean? Like, if you're consuming something that you shouldn't be consuming because of your health issue, you know what I mean? Like, lay back before, you end up in the hospital. And sure enough, it wasn't her, but it did affect her. You know what I mean? But I was just like, I don't ever say it's me. I always say it's spirit because it's the truth. I have the ability to hear and I just listen and I just, pass on the message. You know what I mean? So it's just like, stuff like that. It's just, that's what I'm saying. Like, be very um, attentive, be very paying attention. You know what I mean? We have the 10 of coins. So 10 of coins, 10 of cups, this unconditional love has been around us. This absolute yes card. They're talking about an engagement, so a verbal commitment turns into a contractual commitment, like a marriage. So it could be in a sense of like something you're told something and then it contractually happens where it's legally binding or like it's yours. You know what I mean? So that's where that could come in. The Wheel of Fortune. So we were talking about this on January 24th. They were saying that week defined the rest of the year. It was Throne Thursday. And they said stuck situations regarding finances, stuck situations regarding love. Some of us it was going to be one or the other. Some of us it was going to be both. So it just depends who you are and what you're, manifesting in life. You know what I mean? When you're not looking for love, that's when it finds you. That's when you hear those great love stories. They're showing me Jenny McCarthy. She's just like, you know what? I think she was 44. She's just like, you know what? I'm just going to concentrate on my career and raising my son, and that's it. And her and Donnie Wahlberg ended up meeting up. And now they've been married. I think they've been married for 5 years now. You know what I mean? They're just like that goofy couple. But I love it, though. It's like she's dark, he's fun. You know what I mean? It's just like, you look at celebrities and you think you know who they are, and it's just like they give you like a little window into their life, and it's just like you see the way they are with each other, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. You know what I mean? Like I feel like they're like a great couple, but it's just like, you hear stories like that. It's like I wasn't even looking. Even he says that. He's like, you know what? I never thought I was going to get married again. And then she comes walking. And so, you know what I mean? It's like, that's where I talk about. It's like, I thought it was out, and then they suck me back in. It's like, it's, I say that all the time. It's just like, you sit there and you're just like, you know what? Whatever. I'm good. I'm concentrating on that. My life is full. Like, I don't think I have time for that. And then someone comes by and you're like, oh, wow. Oh, my. You get hypnotized. So we're going to start off with the King of Coins. Wealth, stability, support, generosity, reward. The King's concerns are money and possessions. Generous and reliable. He offers material comfort and protection. He may work in building or property, architecture, or banking. Applied to a situation, he symbolizes money and security, loyalty and love. Problems solved. An additional meaning is finding profitable work, receiving financial sponsorship, or gifts. So with no harm to none, and so it is. I was showing this on the new moon forecast and projections for December 23rd. Writing the Viking runes on your index finger. You could write it anywhere on your hand. A lot of people get it tattooed. I would love it to get some hand tattoos. I know on the other side of the family, like henna is something, that is very, that resonates. That side of the family does resonate a lot. I watch Family Karma, and it's just like, it's nice to see how, culturally, like how our roots on that side are. You know what I mean? I'm not going to make a bad bit, apples, bad people define the rest of the family, but it's nice to see like culturally, like where the roots come from. They talk about the history. Like one of them, he said like he was born in Guyana, born and raised. But his roots, his ancestry is from India. So 200 years ago, his ancestors moved from India to Guyana. And that's where he's got more of the Caribbean, more of the, Guyanese. Oh, no, I think he's Trinidadian, isn't he? No, he's Guyanese. So he's Guyanese. So his culture is Guyanese. So it's like, they say like, it's the same spice, how would you put that? It's the same spice family, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like where, like in Trinidad, like, oh my gosh, I remember we lived in a basement apartment, and she would make this black pepper. I don't know if it was like a sauce or she was making. It was so hot, it burned the hell out of my eyes. It was like, I didn't even taste it. She was just cooking it, and it burnt the hell out of my eyes. I was like, oh my gosh, and you're going to eat that? Oh my word. It's just like spice, hot, hot, hot. You know what I mean? So they were showing like culturally how like, I know we have Sri Lanka. So one is Indian, one is Sri Lankan. So the grandfather is Sri Lankan, and he like, you know what I mean? I remember him, but you know what I mean? They were showing pictures. I don't know if this is what, no, it wasn't first when they came here because they brought the kids here when they were 17. But it's like, he's on the darker side. And it's just like, then they were saying, like, when we did our DNA, they were saying, like, Sri Lankan. And I'm like, I wonder if he has Sri Lankan in him, right? And it's just like, their curry powder is red. Ours is green. You know what I mean? But we have a mixture of, for the curry powder. So it's just like, it's fun to see those things. You know what I mean? We have Dutch in us. That's the funny thing. We were always told the maternal side of the family was this. All we got was Acadian. I was like, Mom, we're more of your, no, her, yeah, we're 48, her and his, I don't know, but it was just crazy just to see like how different it, like he's more mixed than she is. It's like, what the hell? But it was fun to see though. But that's why I like watching Family Karma, because you could see the tradition and how that all plays out. So it's nice to see. So with the lovers, love, attraction, decisions, maturity, growth. The lovers bring love and decisions to commit to a relationship or a new venture with an open heart. And this is what I mean. It's like, maybe you were like, someone that is seeking love, and that's where it's just like, yeah, that's coming in. Or it's just like, again, a new venture comes in. You know what I mean? So this is where I feel like you're going to be offered something. They were talking about something with a new platform. It kind of looks like, the only reason I say that is because Pirate Bay is like the white screen and then it has the ship. This one has the white screen, black lettering, but then it has like some sort of like fog, or I feel like it's trying to be mystical or something like that. I can't see what it says. It may say black something. They're saying blackmail. Oh my gosh. But it could be a new platform that some people are offered, like an exclusive platform, and then it's like that's a new adventure. You know what I mean? So it's just like something you're passionate about. That's why I feel like lovers. I feel like you're passionate about your partner. So I feel like you're passionate about this, and this is where this platform comes in, or, whatever this new adventure is. With an open heart, or to sacrifice an opportunity that cannot grow. So it's just like we give up something. We're giving up X, we're giving up Y, we're giving up Z because it's not materializing. Consider the long-term impact of your choices rather than short-term gain. If single, the card can predict a new partner, and it asks you if you are ready for love. Additional meaning, a choice between two loves. Sometimes that does happen. But you, like they said, short-term gain, or is this like, longevity? Sometimes, unfortunately, you fall in love and the person's like, it's me or the kids, because you were already in a relationship, and it's like, no bueno for me, man. Sorry. That's not even a question. It's like you even utter those words, you even just start to utter those words, it's like you better swallow them. Because it's like you will lose every time. So the Hangman. This is where they're talking about that changing of perspective. They do talk about, twice they talk about some sort of sacrifice here, where you have to, you know what I mean? I feel like if it's of time, I feel like if it's of energy, it's definitely, a lot to balance that. There, like with myself, it's like a lot of mom guilt, like, you know what I mean? It's like where we were and how much, we would do in X, Y, and Z, but it's just like, you know what I mean? It's like, things have changed, and it's like, I have to do what I have to do to make sure that we get to this point, you know what I mean? Because it rests on my shoulders, you know what I mean? So it's like, I could put my time and energy to a relationship, or I could put it to something else that will benefit us all as a family. So time suspension, waiting, transition, protection, reveals, sacrifice. So reveals, I feel like dreams will be potent. I felt like mine have been very potent, and especially when I'm going to do devotion before I go to sleep, it's like certain things will come in. But this is where I feel like this King of Coins, whoever this King of Coins is in your life, is where their perspective has changed, So they're showing the 18th, they're showing the 28th, so just keep those dates in mind. While the Hangman reveals waiting for a decision or change in circumstance, he also invites you to take different views of a situation, as you could find a solution. The card also says a sacrifice may be needed to break a stance or forge ahead. Whether your decision, you can move forward enlightened. Prophecy, dreams. So I don't feel like so much this is like you have to change your perspective. I feel like their perspective has been changed. I feel like who they thought you were, or the way that they saw you, has changed. You know what I mean? It's just, it's unfortunate that sometimes people have to go through those situations to realize who you are, to take those blinders off, because they were told X, Y, and Z, which is fine. Sometimes when we're told certain things, it's like you judge. You know what I mean? Like, that's why with my, and I usually get bit in the butt for it, but it's like, for me, it's like, I want to make my decision for myself. You know what I mean? It's not being stupid and naive. It's just like, a lot of people, and it's like, I will give you a chance. But you get one chance only. You mess it up, that's it. It's just like, there's no second, third, fourth. This is not baseball. It's like, that's it. You get one shot only. You know what I mean? I'm already warned of you. I will tell you what I've been warned of. And it's like, if you prove them right, then it's just like, no. Sorry, you're not going to make a sucker out of me. So, 10 of Coins. Wealth, happiness, consolidation, family, marriage. So there's a lot of contractual agreement. We've been getting the 10 of coins, 10 of cups a lot. Unconditional love. The time of year that we're in. Hanukkah's on the 19th. We're talking about the 18th. Okay. So Hanukkah's on the 19th, the first day. And then Kwanzaa and Christmas. So it's like, I understand the unconditional love, and it's just like, instead of looking out to the outside world, it's like, embrace what you already have. Embrace what's already in your life. You don't have to look up to the outside world for validation. It's like, you already have that inside your home. You know what I mean? Be appreciative of what you have. The joyful 10 shows consolidating wealth, sharing love. So this card's meaning could include relationship commitment, marriage, wedding gifts, inheritance, with no harm to none, and so it is. We don't want anyone getting hurt for that. And includes relationship commitment, strong ties across the generations, a close friendship circle, relationships, investments mature. Additional meaning includes good advice from older person and finding your dream home. So it's just like, maybe this gift from this King of Coins will allow you to get your own home. You know what I mean? So it's just, I don't know. I hope, with no harm to none. We don't want to gain things in life, because it's just, especially when people leave your life, it's never easy, honestly. And especially when they mean so much to you. You know what I mean? I literally felt like a piece of my soul. I felt like I had a hole in me for a while. You know what I mean? It took a long time for that to heal, and I'm grateful that, my kids, were a part of that healing journey. And it's just like, it pushed me closer to God. I had to do it alone. That's fine. That's fine by me. I don't wish it on anybody, man. It's hard. So fate, destiny, divine law. Opportunity, luck, change. So stands for completion of a cycle. So we're heading into a new moon. It comes halfway in a major arcana sequence, the point at which we shift our focus away from the conscious self to the cosmic forces at play. So they're definitely talking about like dream sequences, like, they'll tell you a date. This is where it's like showing your trust. I hear what you're telling me. I see the dates that you're showing me, so I'm going to write them down. I always put a question mark beside it, because it's just like, okay, I know to look out for that date. What happens near there? So, one date, the biggest thing for me was we're living at the Mold and Mouse house, and I just like had it, I had the baseboard heater on. I kid you not, I had a freaking heater on as well in the room, and that the house was so drafty. It was like we were wearing 3 layers of clothes, and we could not warm ourselves up. It was so cold in there. You know what I mean? And it's just like that house needed a lot of work. And it's just like, you don't see those things when you're going through the house. You know what I mean? Or maybe I just chose not to see them. I don't know. Like I obviously didn't do my due diligence. And I had my mom with me, you know what I mean? But it's just like, we didn't look at the window top. There was at least a 3-inch gap between the window and the actual frame itself. Like, I'm surprised that window did not go flying out. You know what I mean? But it was just like, making decisions like that. But it's just like, it's a learning experience. That's all you can do. But they told me there, I was just like, I was just like ready to break. And they just told me, I think it was 2 weeks time. And we ended up getting this place. I was just like, I just felt like a failure to my children, because it's just like, what did I just do? You know what I mean? And the landlord wasn't helpful at all. Oh, just, in the springtime, you can fix that all up. And I'm like, are you crazy? So everything improves when the Wheel of Fortune arrives in a reading. Finances, work, home, life, career, and relationships. You also benefit from chance meetings. Reconnect with people who live far away from you. Opportunities for success come your way. The card invites you to manifest your wishes through affirmations and action. So when we sit there, we do the salt and cinnamon ceremony at the beginning of the month, bringing that in. If you felt, maybe you felt that on 12/12 and the portal was open to do that, or do your petitions, whatever you feel drawn to. Like, there is no right or wrong way to be a spiritual higher self. If you feel drawn to do something, do it. I'll sit there and I'll wake up and they'll tell me, offering plate. Okay, no problem. I'll sit there. I'll get my Passover plate out. I'll sit there and I'll put, offerings on there. And I'll sit there and I'll leave it out for 3 days. It even says it on the Bible. Do not leave offerings out after 3 days. After 3 days, you're supposed to put it in the fire. If I had a fire pit or a fireplace, I would definitely do that. I don't have that, so I just end up throwing it in the garbage. But if I had a place to burn it, I would. One of my dreams is when I own my own piece of property is to have a place like if you look in the in Israel, how they do the sacrifices and stuff, it's like I would build something like that so I can do those things. Get choice cuts of meat and do a burnt offering. You know what I mean? So it's just like, whatever resonates with you. You do what resonates with you with no harm to none. You're not wishing any harm on anyone. You're just offering and offering up. The card invites you to manifest your wishes through affirmations and actions and to broaden your knowledge. So this is where it's like you feel drawn to the stars. So it's like maybe you study astrology. Deborah Silverman's a good person to follow. She offers classes. And she'll send you one video at a time. And then you have a big Zoom class, and then she offers for you to sit there and become a certified astrologist. If you have 6 weeks to dedicate to it, I would definitely go for it. I would love to do that. That is on my list of things to accomplish. I would love to become a certified astrologer. Overall, you gain a wider perspective on your place in the world. Psychic work. We're a part of this big cosmic ball. We all have a great purpose, a greater purpose, in this world and what we're going to do. And it's obviously choice and free will. Some of us have it. And it's just like, hey, you know what? I'd rather stay away from it. I ran away from it for the longest time. It scared the living bejesus out of me. But, once I embraced it, it's just like, you know what? I know for the most part, it's beautiful. Sometimes you do readings and people try to send things your way. It's just like, you got to learn how to close that off. It's like the reading is done. I call back my energy. Anyone that does not have any permission to use it, bugger off and move forward. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Thursday, December 15th, 2022. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card. Bye.